Now then, get your equipment, your quiver and bow, and go out to the open country to hunt some wild game. Genesis 27:3. Alrighty, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Food for the Plot. Today I've got a very special guest, my childhood best friend, Ian Wilson. We've been friends since what, kindergarten?
Something like that, maybe even before.
It's been a while.
I can't even remember.
It's been a while.
A long time.
Yeah. Ian's got a lot of really good information on hunting. He's been hunting for a really long time. And definitely, if you get a chance, pop a comment in there and tell him thanks. He is a firefighter. Definitely serves our country in a way that we definitely need it. So, yeah. Want me to get started here?
Let's do it.
All right. Well, first up, if you would, just tell us a little bit about yourself and give us a brief summary of your life.
Well, like Garrett already said, my name is Ian Wilson. I'm a firefighter paramedic. Love the outdoors, hunt a lot. I probably hunt too much, but I just love being in the outdoors, fishing, hunting. Stopped fishing a couple years ago, and then I started back up again a year ago and forgot how much I missed it. So, I mean, I'm starting to do that a lot more again, but
heck yeah.
That's about it. I stay pretty busy.
For sure. Well, who first introduced you to hunting, and what do you remember about those early experiences?
Honestly, I think it was you. I'm pretty sure that my family never really hunted until my mother met my stepdad, Ben, who really introduced me into hunting. But I think when we were little, he took me deer hunting or something, or trapping or something before, and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. But yeah, then it really started when my mom met my stepdad, Ben.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was you.
Heck yeah. Cool. Well, that's awesome. Yeah. It's definitely a lot to learn out there for sure. And definitely learned a lot, and, yeah.
You learn every day.
For sure. 100%. Well, what is your go-to hunting gear or equipment that you can't live without?
People, I might catch some hate for this, but I like having my cell phone. I mean, I play those little stupid phone games, and when I get bored, and then maybe I'll look at the news or read emails, something to pass the time. I'm not a big book reader, so it gives me something to look at. And I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, you need to just keep your eyes on the woods," but
I don't know how the old timers did all day rut sits and didn't have a phone or
goodness. Sit there with a book. I mean, pack their lunch and do all that. And
right. I mean, I don't mind reading a little bit, but I get bored pretty quick.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, and your cell phone comes in handy, especially, if you get on your hunting app like on X or something along those lines, or you need to call somebody in case of an emergency, or you need help dragging the deer out or whatever it may be.
Absolutely.
So definitely,
absolutely.
This day and age, need it.
Yep. So. Absolutely.
I agree with you. Well, if you wouldn't mind, tell us a story of when you harvested your first deer.
So I forget how old I was, 11, 12 maybe. I remember there was snow on the ground. It was muzzleloader season, actually. My grandpa got us a buddy tree stand, which he has never had. They've always just had single man stands. And we put it up a couple days before muzzleloader, and I actually shot a little button buck with a muzzleloader. Didn't even think I hit him, nothing. Just was sitting there I think I only sat there for an hour. It was cold. I mean, I think it was in the negatives. There's a foot of snow on the ground. It was freezing cold, and
jeez.
It was a very exciting day. I do remember that. But yeah, it was just a little button buck. got me hooked, man. It really got me hooked.
For sure. That's awesome.
It was something. Looking back now, it's just funny. It's like, man, it seems like everybody I know, their first deer was a button buck or a yearling or something, and it's like, why would you shoot that? And the older I get, I realize, like, man, you don't want to shoot them, but tastes good.
Yeah, for sure.
Tastes good.
For sure. Yeah. Well, what is your opinion on the use of technology in hunting, such as like trail cameras, GPS devices, stuff like that?
I love it. I use Onyx Hunt. I use that a lot. I use cell cameras. I think they have, especially with as busy as I am, I think it's a blessing and a curse. Because when you're sitting at work or you're busy and you can't be in the woods, you get that picture from your stand. And of course, it's that 190-inch buck that you've been waiting on. And the one day you're not out there, you get a picture of him. And you're just like, oh, darn.
No kidding.
Yeah, I think it's great. That's my opinion on it. I know some people have other opinions. Just leave the woods alone and just go out there and sit. But I've got a couple places that I can hunt that I don't have cameras. And it's nice to just be surprised sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's also very nice to you can pattern deer pretty easy when you have a cell cam.
For sure.
Which is awesome. The other thing that's not too great about a cell cam, I think, is when you pick the wrong tree stand and you get a notification on your phone that there's a nice buck or something at a different tree stand. You're like, oh man, I was going to hunt there, but decided not to. And of course, never fails, but that's hunting, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. I think in today's age, trail cameras are definitely important.
Oh yeah. And they just keep getting better too.
Yeah.
I mean, they started out with just the SD cards. Now they're going to cell cams. And these cell cams are crazy, man. They getting lithium battery packs for them and solar panels and all that stuff, keeping charged, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I think it definitely does help a lot, especially when you're hunting multiple different properties.
Absolutely.
You know, and yeah, I don't know how to elaborate on that, but it's definitely necessary.
Yeah, I 100% believe that.
Yeah. Well, heck yeah. How do you handle the emotional aspect of hunting, such as taking the life of an animal?
So I used to, when I was younger, I used to just kind of like, oh my God, let's go. We shoot birds off the bird feeder, BB guns when we were little.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But the older I get, I don't want to say I feel bad for taking the life, but I have a lot more respect for the animal, no matter what I'm hunting. Either it would be squirrels, rabbits, ducks, geese, deer. You have a lot more respect for the animal. And I mean, it is truly a blessing that we get to be out here in the woods. And I mean, it's just, with God's creatures, it's pretty cool, man. It's
110%.
I do notice the older I get, I have a lot more respect for the animal than what I used to.
Yeah. I feel that.
Yep.
I feel that, man. Yep. It wasn't a whole long time ago that we were, just running around and shooting whatever we could just for
fun. And now,
getting into mischief. And now you are taking the life of an animal, and I definitely do feel that respect.
Yep, a lot more respect for it now.
Yeah, for sure. For deer hunting, do you prefer using a bow and arrow or a gun, and why?
I love bow hunting. I really do. I mean, I just feel like, you got to be closer. You got to be better with it. I mean, there's a lot of practice that comes into bow hunting. But I might get a little upset with bow hunting, and then I'm ready for gun week.
Yeah.
But I mean, either way, I just love to be out there. But I think harvesting a deer with a bow is a pretty awesome thing.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome thing, especially when you shoot a nice buck or something. I mean, that's takes some skill, and there's a lot that goes into it.
Yeah.
A lot that goes into it.
For sure. And just being physically closer.
Yep.
Because you can't
be able to see everything, and just all the detail on the deer. I mean, the guns we can use here in Ohio now, you can shoot 200 yards.
Right.
Not even barely know what you're shooting at. Sometimes it seems like, but I mean, not like that, but you know what I mean. It's everything gets so far out there, and you're just like, oh, this is easy. Like a little bit more of a challenge.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. It feels good to have that bow in hand, and
got to be real slow drawing back, and use a lot more methodical with movements rather than with a gun. I mean, you can be pretty quick, just pull up, boom, but not with a bow. Not with a bow.
For sure. Kind of brings us back to probably how the Native Americans were doing it and whatnot. And can't imagine being on a horse chasing down a herd of buffalo or something, trying to draw a bow
spears or
that's crazy. But
heck, I can't even imagine shooting a recurve. It's something I thought I wanted to get into. It's pretty tough.
Right.
See all the videos of guys doing it, and you're like, wow, it's
cool.
A lot of practice. A lot of practice.
For sure. For sure. Well, going into that a little bit more, what bow do you shoot?
I shoot a Matthews V3X. This bow's a couple years old now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, all those big bow companies come out with the 2 new bows a year.
Yeah.
But I mean, even the technology from the first bow I had to this has changed greatly. And I think I had my first bow for 10 or 12 years.
Dang.
And hopefully I have this bow for that long.
Yeah.
I think it's a good bow. People are very opinionated on Matthews, and no matter what you shoot, or people have opinions on everything. But it all depends on what you feel like shooting, what you feel good shooting, and that's kind of my opinion on it. If you shoot it well, shoot it. Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and I guess talking about the bows and whatnot, I don't know. This kind of goes back to the technology question and whatnot, but I think it's been within the past couple of years that they've come out with the bow sights that have the rangefinder in it, you know, and whatnot. What do you think about those?
I've picked one up, just not on a bow, just to look at it. It's neat. It is definitely pretty neat, but I've never met anybody with one. Never asked them how it is when it's on the bow and how it actually works. But I mean, it's interesting for sure. They're pricey. They are pricey, man. But I'd give it a shot if somebody would give me one. But I don't think I'm going to go out and buy one.
Yep, for sure. Well, question number 9 here. What is your favorite hunting season and why? Like out of deer, waterfowl, maybe turkey, squirrel, just any of that. I mean, deer.
I love waterfowl hunting. Yeah. I didn't get introduced to waterfowl hunting until high school. But I mean, I've dove headfirst into that, man. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. It's so much fun. I'm not a big water hunting guy. I like hunting fields. But I mean, it's just watching birds work and all that. That's pretty cool. I mean, there's nothing like deer hunting. Nothing like deer hunting. But I love waterfowl hunting. Yeah. Love it.
It's a good time. You don't have to worry about scent control or
mess around with your buddies. Yeah. Sit there and eat snacks in the blind and just mess around. It's good time.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a darn good time.
I'll forever remember going up there to Minnesota with you and hunting with feet down waterfowl.
That was old Connor Lausch. He's got a heck of a company going up there. Yeah. That's you guys get a chance to go up there. That is the place to go. Fergus Falls, Minnesota. Go in November. Yeah. I've never seen anything like it. Never seen anything like it. It's a blast up there, man. They treat you really good. Yeah. Put you on birds. They definitely put you on birds.
Yeah. For sure. It was a heck of a time.
It was
so fun. I'd love to, maybe you'd be interested in doing it too. I'd like to go down south and get on a snow goose hunt at some point.
I would love that too. I was actually supposed to go last year and then that all fell through, but let's look into it.
That'd be cool.
Try to go next spring.
That'd be cool. I still have that layout blind. It's still in the box.
Is it?
I haven't even opened it yet.
Oh, goodness. Well, hopefully we can get you out in a couple fields this year. Yeah. It should be a good time.
Yeah. I think there was geese flying over last night while I was working on the food plots, and a lot of them been laying out here in the
hayfield or bean field over here.
Yep. I'm gonna try to bust them up this year.
Right here. Absolutely. Was that September 1st? Is that one early?
Sometime in September.
Yeah, I think September 1st this year, early season.
Yeah.
I think. I'm not for sure. I'll have to check in on that.
But. Yeah. Well, I'll double check. I'll throw it down there in the comment section. But yeah, sometime in September. It'd be a good time. Bust them up. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's only one flock, so it'll be
real quick. But
I get a few guys out.
Oh, yeah. Get it done. There's a lot of guys around here that do that early season. We don't have a lot of birds like other parts of Ohio, but until migration, we got some local birds, what we call them, stick around all summer, and you can bust them up every once in a while, but it's pretty tough. People are on it pretty quick when they find them.
Yeah. Be a good time though.
Oh yeah, it'd be a heck of a time.
All right. Well, moving right along here, man. What is your all-time favorite hunting memory?
Favorite hunting memory? Oh yeah. So. I used to always hunt with my grandpa a lot. He'd always sit with me. I haven't done that in years since, it's probably been 10 years since I've sat with him hunting. 2 or 3 years ago, opening day gun season, we were sitting in that barn stand that we built.
Oh, yeah.
And it was the first time I've sat with him in a long time. Pretty cool. We're both sitting up there, and only sit there for about an hour and a half, and he goes, "Oh, there's a buck." I'm like, "Whoa." Well, so I crawl down, I get behind him. I'm like, "Well, are you gonna shoot?" And as soon as I said that, kaboom! He shoots a nice little 8-point, but it was pretty cool. Haven't sat with him in years, and then finally get to sit with him again, and then he kills a nice little buck, and that was pretty cool. That was super cool. Taught me everything.
Yeah.
And then it's to the point now. I mean, he's getting older. Taught me how to gut a deer, and now I'm gutting his deer.
Right.
Which I don't mind at all.
No.
Don't mind at all. It's just nice sitting with him.
Yeah.
Real nice sitting with him.
Always feels good hunting with those loved ones. That's why I'm itching to get my folks out there this year.
Oh yeah.
You know, and just
it's a good time.
love to get them out there and enjoy those. That's some of my earliest memories is hunting with them. So get them back out there now and just hanging out.
Absolutely. You take that for granted for a while when you can finally hunt by yourself, and then you finally get to go back out there with them, and you're like, "Oh man, I missed out on a lot." Like, this is where it's at. This is right where it's at.
Yeah, at one point I was begging to hunt by myself. Now I'm begging to hunt with
Exactly.
them.
Yep. That's exactly how I feel.
Yep.
Exactly how I feel.
I feel that, man. I feel that.
It's crazy how that works.
Yeah, it really is.
Think you're grown up. No, you're not grown up. You always need them.
Yep.
Always need to sit with them.
Yeah. For sure. Well, going with that here, what is your funniest hunting memory?
So, we were duck hunting out there at that place in Troy, Bill's.
Yeah. Yep.
And we were hunting the creek. It was one of those polar vortexes here in Ohio. This is high school. Had some floater mallards on the creek, decoys, and had a couple mojos out there. We were tearing them up pretty good. Well, we had a couple cripples go down a couple 100 yards away, probably, still on the creek. So I started running down the creek line to go get them. There's a bunch of snow on the ground. As soon as I come down the hill, it's like a little drainage creek. About, I don't know, 10 foot wide, you'd say, probably, maybe. But I start coming down there and slip on some ice and fall face first, fill my waders full of water. And this little creek has, it's always got warm water in it from, I think, machine shops and stuff draining in there. But so the water was cold, but it wasn't froze. So my waders filled up, my gun was froze, everything, man. I was covered in ice, and we still had an hour left of shooting light. And we weren't quite at our limit. But as soon as I pulled up and pulled the trigger, that gun shot. I mean, I was pretty I was freezing cold, man. It was cold. Had to go to the truck and empty my waders, and I've done that a couple times, but that was the coldest time I've ever done that.
Dang.
That was freezing.
Dang. That's wild.
We all have a story like that, but whew, that was cold.
Yeah. That's wild.
It was interesting. It was interesting.
Well, dang, that's wild. That's awesome though. It's memories like that, even though it probably really sucked in the moment, remember forever.
Oh yeah, everybody still laughs about it.
Yeah.
That's still pretty funny.
Yeah. Well, since you're a firefighter, I'm sure you really do take safety very seriously and whatnot. So how do you stay safe while hunting, and what precautions do you take to prevent accidents or injuries?
The biggest thing with tree stands is always wear your harness. Always. I mean, we know some people that have fallen out of tree stands, and luckily they're okay, but there's a lot of people that die from that every year. I mean, it's, especially when you try to get up 20 feet and above, man, you're getting up there. But I always wear my harness. Even when I'm hanging stands, I've got a little lineman rope that I'll wrap around the tree and still wear my harness and stay safe. But that's a big thing, and obviously gun safety. Yeah, that's another big thing. But tree stand harnesses, that's very important. Yeah, I mean, they make them. I think they have to, every time you buy a tree stand, they put one in there, don't they? Yeah, I think they have to. Yeah. So I mean, they put it in there for a reason, but wear it. Definitely wear it. Yeah, for sure. I know for the longest time I was really bad about wearing a safety harness in the stand. I remember that.
Yeah. And I've since, for the past couple seasons, I feel like I've done pretty good about wearing it in the stand. But I'm still not very good about wearing it when I'm hanging stands. And that's what I need to do.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and I know it it makes it a lot harder. I know, but I'll send you a link to that little line or
that'd be great. That'd be great.
Show you how to use that thing. It's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
That'd be awesome. I'd definitely be interested for sure because that's
That's very important. Yep.
Well, going along here, how do you handle the disappointment of not getting a successful hunt, and what do you learn from those experiences?
I don't really want to say I'm ever disappointed. I mean, where I get a hunt, I'm very blessed. I almost always get to see deer and watch deer and sit out there and watch wildlife. But you may not always get your target buck to show up, or he shows up a day late when you're not there, or at night when they're always nocturnal, of course, for some reason.
Yeah.
The one day a year they decide to come out in daylight, you're at work or doing something else.
Yeah.
But I think the most disappointing I get is duck and goose hunting. I mean, you do all that work to get out there real early, set all your decoys, get the blinds brushed in, and think you're on the X, and them birds have a totally different plan. I mean, that gets a little disappointing, but well, you live and you learn, and try again. I mean, there's at least you're out there having fun. Yeah, I mean, that's the biggest thing. You're just out there having fun. I can't, maybe set your decoys a little bit different next time. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I don't know what those birds are thinking, man. They outsmart me a lot, but I sure try.
Yep. Yeah, it's like everybody always says, a bad day hunting always beats a good day at work or whatever.
Absolutely. So. Absolutely, man. I 100%. Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
Yeah. Well, this might tie in with what you shared earlier, but you might have a different story. But what is the most embarrassing moment you've had while hunting?
Rabbit hunting last year with our buddy Brad. Mm-hmm. We had a rabbit come out, initially 10 yards. He had a good beagle dog running it. And I think I had to shoot all 3 shells, and then he still ended up having to shoot it. I couldn't, I've never shot so bad in my life. I actually have another story. He was there also. We found a really good field 2 seasons ago, waterfowl hunting, and we had a big ball of mallards come in right at shooting light. There was a couple hundred birds in this group. There's 3 of us sitting out there. We all pull up, shoot our 3 shots, nothing falls. So we packed up and left. It was so cold that day too. I mean, the freezing rain and it was a tough morning. Good morning for duck hunting, but man, it was. After we did that, we're like, you know what? Let's just pick everything up and get out of here. Yeah, that was something.
Yeah. Well, moving along here. How do you choose where you place your tree stands or ground blinds, and what factors do you consider?
So a lot of what I do, obviously hunting my grandpa's property, I just go off of what he's always done for 40 years.
Yeah.
And it seems to work. His property is more of there's a lot of CRP, prairie grass, and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
But it's surrounded by bigger woods and cornfields, so they have to pass through to be able to get to the fields to feed. Yeah. Which is a pretty good traffic spot, especially during rut. They run fence lines a lot. I mean, they love running that, but I kind of try to set up in a spot where I've seen deer in the past and know that they're going to come up this lane, or they usually always come through here. Look for like places in the fence on the property line that are broken down. Obviously, it's a deer trail. Like follow the creeks, that kind of stuff. Yeah. And anything with cover, I've noticed, with a creek bottom and cover, they love to follow that. Yeah. That's what I see. I mean, obviously, there's people are going to say I'm wrong, but that's what I see on the property that I hunt. Yeah. It could be different anywhere. Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of I used to set up stands, a lot more stands than I do. I used to set up a lot more than what I do now. But I mean, there's probably 20 acres on my grandpa's property that I haven't touched in 2 years or even tried to hunt, which probably need to change that, but I don't even have any cameras up out there. I need to see what's going on up there on that part.
Yeah. Well, each place is different, and everything changes throughout the whole year, you know.
Absolutely. I do notice that.
And especially the weather definitely affects their travel. You know, they might be traveling one fall this way, but then the next fall it's completely different weather, and they're traveling a different way for whatever reason, or especially around here, what's in the crop fields definitely affects it.
I absolutely agree with that. I do notice on the east side of the property, depending on that, there's a big field on the property line that if it's corn or beans, that affects them a lot. I think it totally changes the way they act and the way they move through there.
Yeah.
But they still usually typically follow it, but when there's corn out there, especially late season, you can watch deer for hours out there. I mean, there'd be 10, 15, 20 of them some nights, and other nights there's none. And the night you decide to hunt, there ain't no deer.
Right.
But that's just hunting. What I call hunting, not shooting.
Yeah, for sure. It's crazy that the crops affects it like that, but
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, I will say I do see a lot of deer early season in the beans, and they like eating that, and they get real sweet.
Yeah.
From what I've heard, especially when I've planted beans as food plots in the past, and I've been told they almost get sweet when they frost over.
Yeah.
And the deer really love that.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. And it seems like when the corn's up, it takes so long for it to even be to the point where the deer want to eat it.
Absolutely.
You know, so.
Yep. Usually it's that late season. You might, maybe beginning of gun week. I mean, our gun weeks these past couple of years have been getting real cold.
Mm-hmm.
So they like being out in that corn, getting all that good protein and everything in that corn.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Well, let's see. Circling back kind of to waterfowl hunting, what is your all-time favorite waterfowl hunting memory?
Minnesota. With feet down waterfowl. Been there twice, 2 or 3 times. The first year I went, you weren't with us.
Right.
There was a bunch of snow on the ground. It was mid-November. I mean, it was cold. But, I mean, we stayed in a hotel, and they hunt out of big pit blinds. There's some older fellers in town. They're like, "Oh, you guys are here to hunt?" We're like, "Yeah." Like, "You guys are in for a treat." And we're like, "Okay." It's what I saw that day. I mean, it ruined me. I think we barely hunted Ohio when we came back. But I mean, our season is just getting started in November,
right, for
waterfowl. But it kind of ruined us. Because I mean, just thousands of geese, just a bunch of migrators coming from Canada. I mean, it was. I've never seen anything like it. We I don't know, there were 15 of us in this pit line. We shot our limit and went to another field with another pit full of guys and took a big group picture. And there were pickup trucks in the decoys, and there are birds still trying to land in the decoys. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen anything like it. That was probably my all-time favorite. Heck
yeah. Yeah, I know going up there, that was definitely my first experience.
And that wasn't even a great year even. I mean, we were still on birds. I mean, it was still a blast. I mean, nothing like we get around here.
Right.
I mean, it just the way those guys can call and get you on birds, and man, I've never thought anybody could figure out what a goose is thinking, but it seems like those guys can read their minds. I mean, just getting them to come in when you don't think they're going to, and it's pretty neat.
For sure, and those pit blinds are so cool.
Oh yeah, isn't that the coolest thing ever?
It's awesome.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a good time. Yeah, definitely nothing like here.
No, nothing like here, not at all.
But yeah, it's a good time.
You almost get ruined.
Yeah, for sure. Well, let's see here. Have you ever had a close encounter with a dangerous animal while hunting? And if you did, how'd you handle the situation?
I wouldn't really say it was a close encounter with a dangerous animal. I mean, when we were down in Southern Ohio, down at Rob Perry's place, we were in high school yet. I was walking to a stand for an evening hunt. Saw a bobcat run across right in front of me. And then, no kidding, 3 more ran across that right behind it. And I'm like, I've never seen one, let alone 4 at once. I mean, they weren't going to attack me or anything. It was just pretty neat seeing a predator like that.
Right. Well, they've really made a comeback.
Yeah, they really have. There's actually I'll show you a picture later. My grandpa's neighbor got a picture of one just a couple
kidding.
months ago. Yeah, it's definitely a bobcat, 100%.
I believe
pretty
it.
cool.
I believe it because they're definitely
They were making a comeback.
Yeah, them and the bears and
bears are starting to move up here, and
yeah.
I mean, honestly, 150 years ago, that's all that was around here.
Yeah,
but hell, even elk.
yeah,
But we'll have nothing like that anymore.
no, no. But yeah, it's pretty cool and pretty crazy. You know?
It is neat. It is very neat. And even turkey populations starting to come back around here, which is awesome. Yeah. Awesome to see.
Yeah, I actually got a couple. I didn't know I had the trail cam pictures, but I got a couple pictures back in March. It was like 3 jakes down in the lower bit.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, you know
pretty cool.
It's like, wow, had no idea there was any around here.
Yeah, there's a lot more people hunting turkeys around here now, and they're succecessle at it. Yeah. So I mean, that's pretty exciting. Yeah. Hopefully they stick around and we can get some good turkey hunts out of that.
For sure. We even had a bobwhite quail out in the pasture.
Oh, awesome.
For quite a while.
That's awesome.
This year, so just out there whistling its butt off. I think he was hanging out with the chickens, you know.
Just didn't know what to do, so he just hung out there. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
So everything's coming back, and it's good to see. You know, that's why conservation is just so important.
Very important. So I mean, I know they found some coveys in Dark County, which we're pretty close to the Dark County line, but they've been finding coveys of quail over there, which is awesome to see. Yeah. Awesome to see.
Yeah, it's a good thing, you know, and there's so many different ways you could go about doing conservation in general. So I remember all the youth pheasant hunts whenever your grandpa Terry would talk. He'd always say something about the brush piles for bunnies. That's the easiest thing you could do.
Absolutely.
You know, that's definitely been branded in my brain since.
Absolutely.
You know, it's important.
Yep, absolutely it is. It's very, very important. I mean, if we want to keep being successful hunters and being able to be out there and see the wildlife, you have to create a space for them to want to be here.
For sure. Yeah, I agree. Well, what's the toughest weather you've had to hunt or fish through?
I'd say that first year up in Minnesota, blowing snow, cold, -20. But I mean, we were sitting in pit line, so it wasn't that bad. When you got out, it was pretty bad, but when you're sitting in that heated pit line, it wasn't bad. But that was probably toughest weather. Yeah. Other than when you hunt in cold rain. I mean, that around here, you can get some pretty cold, freezing rain. I mean, it can get pretty miserable pretty quick. But as long as you're wearing the right stuff, you're pretty good. And I've had a lot of success on days like that. That really bad weather. It just, I don't know what it is, but
yeah, it seemed like last year, a lot of the days that it was bad weather, like raining, and I decided not to go hunting, that's when I'd get a trail cam picture of a buck. And I was like, are you kidding me?
I learned that a couple years ago. That's just watching them, and you're like, huh. Yeah. And pouring down rain, and they actually like being out here in this.
Mm-hmm. It's wild.
Isn't it? Totally mind-boggling to me. Yeah. But it makes sense, I guess. But
yeah. I've got to get up and moving, I guess, to stay warm.
Yep,
you know? So,
absolutely. Yeah, we got to go find some food.
Right. So, yeah, I think, Frog Togs, they came out with their own bottomland Frog Togs.
Oh,
so I just ordered some of those. I'm definitely going to try to sit out right this year. I'm going to try.
See,
I'm going to try. But, what is your favorite game meat to cook and how do you prepare it? It could be, you know, like whether it's venison, fish, rabbit, goose, you know, just whatever. You know?
Man, I love fried fish, bluegill and crappie, love it. But I mean, taking a backstrap, throwing that on, wrapping it in bacon, and putting that on the smoker. I mean that's good stuff, man. I mean, there's nothing like it. Give that to people and they won't even know what it is. I mean, that's really good. Like, yeah, it's real good. You almost butterfly it, and you take jalapenos, chop them up, and mix them in cream cheese, and you put it in there, and then wrap it with bacon and throw it on the smoker. Man, that's good stuff.
That sounds good.
That's real good stuff. It's phenomenal.
That sounds good. Makes me hungry.
Yep, me too.
Well, what do you think hunting has taught you about wildlife and conservation?
So, my grandfather, I talked about earlier, he owned a company that it was actually called the Conservationist. I worked for him since I could drive a tractor to just a couple years ago. He actually just sold it. And luckily, the gentleman he sold it to is very into it. He's staying busy, doing a really good job. But, I mean, I hunt on a farm that, honeysuckle is a big problem around here. And that farm doesn't have a single piece of honeysuckle on it. And it's, people say the deer love it, but, I mean, if you kill it all, and it doesn't really have an effect on the deer, man. They think it actually brings up a lot of good plants, and you'll see other wildlife coming back, even when it's gone. But I know, I mean, the deer love the CRP. And same thing, I mean, we'll have pheasants and quail, which we don't have too many around here, but turkeys love the prairie. Yeah. And the rabbits love the brush piles. And just, I mean, you got to create that good habitat to be successful, and give them a place to feel comfortable and live. I mean, that's how we're going to continue for generation and generation, to have animals to be able to hunt and be able to bless your kids with that. Is we have to take steps now to be able to conserve that. I mean, hunting wildlife is part of conservation. I mean, you get overpopulation and all that. I mean, that's not good for wildlife either. But I mean, you still have to take care of them. I mean, you have to give them a reason to be here, and a reason for them to breed, and just to keep on for their generation.
Yeah, for sure. And kind of going back to the honeysuckle, here on the farm, there's just so much honeysuckle here.
And
it's not been treated, but
it's a lot of work.
Once it grows up enough, there's an understory, underneath everything, but there's nothing under there, and nothing can live under there.
Nope. And then the coolest thing is, man, when we would spray it in the fall, you can spray it in the fall with just Roundup, which is glyphosate, and right when everything else is losing its leaves is when you spray it, because it'll keep its leaves a little bit longer, and it'll actually suck all that down into the roots and kill it. And then it'll, over the winter and the freeze thaw cycles, that stuff will break down. In the next 2 years, you'll see oak trees coming up, and little oak saplings coming up right underneath. Some of those seeds have been sitting dormant for 10 years, 15 years, and you get all these good trees start coming up, which is pretty awesome to see.
Right.
Pretty awesome to see.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Hunters definitely have to do their part in playing a role in conservation.
Absolutely. I'm trying to think of what my grandpa always says. Because we can't just take and take. We have to give. We still have to give to be able to take. Yeah. And you have to give back to the wildlife to be able to take, which makes a whole lot of sense. I mean, it's 100% true. Yeah.
100%. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Well, do you think the hunting culture has changed since we were kids, and if so, how?
I think so. I mean, everybody's making videos and podcasts, which I love listening to. I love watching. I always try to learn something new from other people who have had success. But I mean, even with you watch these hunting shows, none of us are ever going to be that successful. I mean, these guys are going to some of the best places in the country, and they're truly blessed being able to harvest deer like that year in and year out, multiple deer like that a year. But I mean, for us smaller guys, I'm not saying those guys don't have the passion, because they absolutely do. They do, but I'm doing it to eat. I mean, I'm trying to kill a couple deer a year just to eat. I mean, I think it has changed, but I don't really know how to explain what I'm thinking. But that's the best answer I got for you on that one.
Yeah, I agree. It definitely has changed, and the videos out there and stuff, it definitely, I don't know, for me starting this out, it's definitely a little discouraging, because I'm watching these videos of other hunters and they're shooting 190, 200 deer, and I'm like, the biggest thing I'm ever going to throw in here is probably a 130. That's just how it is.
No, I get that, but I actually prefer to watch the guys that self-film and the smaller guys. I like watching those videos more, because I can relate to that guy more than I can relate to somebody on a big TV show.
Yeah, for sure. So it's definitely changed.
Oh yeah,
for sure. And I'm right there with you. I'm doing it to eat, and that's like the neighbor over there that I hunt on their farm a little bit, and that's our agreement. If I hunt there, I shoot a deer for him. So and I'm not out there to shoot some big buck for him necessarily. You know,
he's trying to feed his family too. Yeah,
Yep, he's wanting to eat that, and yeah. So
yep.
Well, do you have a bucket list hunt you'd love to do one day? Like something that's like, you've been looking forward to or want to plan or something like that?
I want to go duck hunting in down in like the flooded timber of Arkansas.
Oh,
that's
that'd
what
be
I
cool.
want to do that.
That'd
I mean,
be
I
cool.
always watch those videos, and that's cool. I mean, I've gotten the experience of the real cold weather goose hunts up in Minnesota, but now I want to go down to Arkansas and sit in flooded timber. I think that would be an absolute blast.
That'd be cool. I'd love to. Hopefully, this could be another bucket list item for you. I'd love to take you up there to Alaska and go hunt the hay flats under the northern.
I'd go to Alaska. I think that'd be pretty cool too. I mean, you always send me pictures when you were up there, and that looks pretty awesome. I mean, obviously pictures probably won't do that justice because I've never seen it, but that's one. I want to go on an elk hunt or caribou hunt or something like that too. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool, for sure. Yeah. Well, what does being an outdoorsman mean to you?
Some of the guys I work with, it means I'm a redneck. I'm okay with, but being an outdoorsman, I just feel that I like being closer to the wildlife. I mean, I love being outside, but I mean, in the conservation aspect of it, I love doing that. I just love being able to give what I take, and being an outdoorsman, I think, like we've talked about, you have to be able to give to take. And I love that God can provide me meals and food from this source, but I also have to provide that for the wildlife.
Yeah.
And I think being a good outdoorsman is you do have to provide to be able to take. It's just, I don't even know how to explain it, man. Just being out in the woods and just watching the wildlife is just, it's just something about it. It's something about it.
Yeah, it's unexplainable.
It is, you can't explain it.
It's a beautiful thing, and I know that's where I definitely, as a Christian, feel closer to God out there.
Especially 20 foot up in a tree.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, just seeing everything that He created and just getting to enjoy it all. And
I absolutely agree.
Yep.
Absolutely agree.
Well, what advice would you give to someone who is new to hunting and wants to get started?
I'd say start small. Every friend group's got somebody that hunts. Start with them, even if you just go out and sit with them, something like that. Or if you don't have anybody like that, get with a group like Pheasants Forever or Ducks Unlimited or something like that, and there will be guys in that group that'll take you in and start teaching you if you really want to get into it, which is awesome. I mean, that's what we need. I mean, these groups are helping. I mean, they do a lot of stuff with youth hunting and that kind of stuff, and they always teach conservation too.
Exactly.
Which you always they always include that, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But I think that the best way to get started is probably find a group like that and start getting involved with them, and then it will just keep growing from there.
Yeah. And there's so many groups out there, so many opportunities.
Yep.
So it's not.
Yeah, I just need two. I mean, I don't even know how many. There's tons, but yeah, that is the best. Probably the best way to do it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, is there anything else that you would like to share and or tips or information you would like to give to our audience?
Not really, man. I just biggest thing is obviously we've hit on the conservation and how important that is, and just try to do some of that. Start with building the brush piles, and if you're able to, getting rid of the invasive plants and just building habitat for the animals that you're trying to harvest. I mean, that is the biggest thing. Is if you want to be successful, that is a tool to be successful.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I agree.
That's about all I got.
All right. Yeah. Well, I really appreciate having you on.
I appreciate you inviting me to this. This is pretty cool.
Yes, sir.
Pretty cool.
I enjoyed your stories and definitely shared some good information, and
hopefully
look forward to this deer season to come and
see what happens.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
For sure, man. Well, thanks, man, and thank you all for tuning in on today's podcast of Food for the Plot. So until next time, stick with it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, drop a comment, share with a friend, and yeah, we'll be in touch.
Yep.
Sounds good.